Plaintiff Nicoletta Lombardo says she and the defendant started dating when she was 15 years old, and they had 2 children. Nicoletta says after they broke up, the defendant called Child Protective Services and claimed she was a drug-addicted prostitute, so she's suing. Defendant Philip Elliott says while he was dating Nicoletta, their child told him that she was cheating while he was at work. Philip admits that he called CPS on Nicoletta, but he feels it was justified because of her lifestyle.
Prove your case.
I met the defendant when I was 15 years old. We started dating, had 2 children together. After about...
How old were you when you all became pregnant?
15.
Okay. How old were you all when you had your second child?
I was 19, I think.
Okay.
After about 7 years.
Living home with mom?
On and off. In the beginning, I lived with my mom. Then we moved in together. We had our own place.
How old were you when you moved out?
I moved out when I was first pregnant. Then I moved back in.
At 15?
Yeah.
Where'd you move?
With his sister.
Your mom put you out?
Yeah, she did.
Did she give you any other choices, ultimatums?
I think she wanted me to go to like a group home for pregnant teens, and I just didn't feel comfortable.
When you say you think, did she tell you, or she hinted around?
She did. She did want me to stay at.
She told you that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And did you finish high school?
Yes, I did.
Good. Get a skill thereafter? Community college, university?
I went to community college, graduated criminal justice.
Good.
And I've always had a job. Good. And right now I'm just working part-time, trying to take care of my children by myself.
Okay, good. So you are an example of how it can turn out well, even though you may have started a little too early with your children. Yeah. Sounds like it turned out well. Like many single mothers, they're able to work and go to school at the same time, take care of the children, and hope that the dad contributes.
Right.
All right. So what happened with the relationship?
After about 7 years, things weren't really working out. I guess you could say we grew apart, or I kind of fell out of love with him, you could say. And he just became very possessive and jealous. He'd go through my phone all the time. He questioned my, at the time, I think 6 or 7-year-old daughter, asking her where I've been, who I'm with, what I'm doing, whatever.
Did you get away with it, or he caught you?
I didn't get caught.
You didn't get caught?
I didn't get caught.
Got away
anything.
with it? All right. Go ahead.
So
that's why you was checking your phone. Go ahead.
So he would just argue with me in front of the kids, call me names. So we ended up breaking up.
When was that?
2010.
All right. And what has happened since then?
Things have just gotten worse.
How so?
He's called child protectives on me, lied to them, told them I'm a prostitute.
Why do you think he's doing this?
Objection, Your Honor.
I know he's doing it because he's upset about the fact that I've moved on with my life. I have a new boyfriend, and he doesn't like the fact that I'm with somebody else.
All right, and he called you a prostitute, and what else?
Crackhead.
Crackhead?
Says I'm having orgies in front of my children, which none of that's true. He's also constantly calling me, hey, good morning, beautiful. Next minute, he's calling me names, stanky, hater, all kinds of stuff.
When is the last time he harassed you in this manner?
I have the text messages here.
Okay, let me have them, and let me allow him to give his background information.
It's from this month.
Okay, this is from this month?
Some of them are from this month.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, Miss Lombardo.
What'd you call her?
Hadelotto.
Now, see there? What is that about? You are calling her names. You just called her a name. What is that for, sir? Why are you calling her names today? While she's suing you for calling her names.
Falsely accused.
You do know that. You do understand that a part of her lawsuit is that you've been calling her names. And the first thing out of your mouth today was to call her a name. You think that's all right? Go ahead and continue.
I'm sorry. Yes, we were together for around 7 years, and I tried to be the best father and boyfriend I could for those 7 years. I went to work while Mrs. Lombardo went to school, and she was out of work. I mean, I went to work and I paid child support.
I'll allow her to get to the child support shortly, and then you can defend yourself against that. So far, she's talked about you calling her names and harassing her. And
that was after I found out that she was cheating on me while I was at work through one of my children. You know, she was talking about me questioning the children. I didn't question the children. I just asked them how their day was going.
Did you call CPS or report to Child Protective Services that she was a prostitute?
No, I did not say that.
Crackhead?
No.
What did you say?
I said that I disagree with the lifestyle that she's living, and I don't think it's appropriate for my children to be around it.
What lifestyle?
Partying. She didn't have a job at the time. She just got a job recently.
So not having a job is worthy of calling CPS?
No, but having parties with the children in the other room.
That's a lie.
What type of parties?
I've heard rumors. I never alleged orgies or anything like that. I mean, no matter what.
So why are you saying you heard rumors?
Yeah, I heard rumors.
Of orgies?
Of some high frequency sexual activities.
Okay. Yet, you say you didn't say it to CPS, right?
No, I didn't. I didn't allege that.
Don't go away.
Lombardo.
What'd you call her?
Paid a lotto.
Now see there, what is that about? You do understand that a part of her lawsuit is that you've been calling her names. And the first thing out of your mouth today was to call her a name.
Plaintiff Nicoletta Lombardo says after she broke up with the defendant, he called Child Protective Services on Nicoletta and claimed that she was a drug-addicted prostitute.
What else did you say other than she was having parties and she didn't work?
Well, I told them that I believe that they should be in custody of her mother.
Because she was having parties and didn't work?
And because I couldn't take proper care of them myself, I would prefer to take my own children.
Right, but you wanted the children removed from her custody because she was having parties and didn't work.
That's correct.
Those are the only things you told them.
That's all I told them.
All right, did they tell you they had more important things to look into, or what did they tell you exactly? What did they tell you exactly?
They told me they would investigate it. They did, and the children were actually taken from her custody.
No, they were not, Your Honor.
I have
the children have always been in my custody. I've always taken care of them.
He's going to show me something he says indicates they were removed from you for your destructive activities. Okay, basically this is saying that she changed the custody of the children. It doesn't indicate why. Why was it, you say?
I agreed with my mother to do joint custody.
Why?
Because I'm right now staying with my stepdad in a 2-bedroom apartment with him and his daughter. So I let them go stay with my mom because they have their own bedrooms there. She has a nice big yard. Where I was living at my apartment, can't have a pool.
Still staying there, the children?
Yes.
Okay.
They're still
and you're
there.
still staying with your stepdad?
I stay with my stepdad and my mom. I try to spend as much time with my children, so I'm over my mom's all the time. I sleep there all the time.
All right.
I'm only at my stepdad's maybe like once every 2 weeks. I say I still live there because all my stuff is still there. I still have my bedroom there. But I spend most of my time with my children, so I'm always at my mother's house. That's what I'm saying.
How often are you at your mother's? What percent of the time are you at your mother's?
80% of the time.
80% of the time you're at your mother's.
Yes, sir.
Yet you had to give over custody to her.
I didn't give her custody.
That's a lie.
The only thing that changed is the kids' primary residence.
Why won't you stay there with your mother as your primary residence with your children? If she allows you to stay 80% of the time, why can't you just throw that 20% on top? Go ahead, child support. What do you want to tell me about that?
Philip quit his job a few months ago. He told me that his plan was to quit his job so he wouldn't have to pay child support.
How much does he owe?
He owes $999.95. I have...
you have that?
Yes, I do.
Sir, have you failed to pay in the past?
Just in the past 4 months.
Right, just in the last 4 months. Have you failed to pay when you were working?
No, Your Honor, I haven't.
Ma'am, has he ever failed to pay when he was working?
Back in
Yeah, right. Tell me about this, ma'am.
The text messages?
Yes. Not one thing indicates you said one word. These text messages only reveal his response. So you are withholding what you said to him. Where are your words?
On my phone, after like, I don't know how long it is, for some reason it only shows the messages that I received, not sent. My
Yet
phone
you're
automatically...
giving me, ma'am, don't talk over me.
I'm sorry.
The fact is, you can tell me whatever you want about your phone. Your phone was able to provide his text response, but not yours. And I don't know what type of phone that is that only gives one side. Gotcha. Don't believe you. Don't believe you whatsoever. Your claim is dismissed. I don't believe a thing you're saying. With regard to the child support, go back to child support services and have them order him to pay.
I also have Facebook messages.
That's enough, ma'am. That's
from my
enough.
daughters.
I'm dismissing your claim. Have a good day.
And you also tell your 8-year-old daughter to call you sexy on Facebook that I have right here. Help you find a girlfriend. And I have plenty of text messages where you're saying you hope my boyfriend breaks my face and I cry from his rat-infested island.
Judge left.
Yeah.
Case's over.
What do you do? Nothing. You don't work, right? You don't pay child support. When do you see your kids? Once a month?
I don't lose cases in front of the people, in front of TV. That's what I don't do.
Answer the question, yes or no?
I do pay child support.
No, you don't. You don't
for the last 4 months.
I have a paper to show you owe $1,000. You pay child support? No, you quit your job a long time ago.
I got a paper that shows I paid 21 grand in child support in 7 years.